Low back pain, millions of Americans live with it every day. A variety of treatments are used to treat back pain, including medication, massage, manipulation, and physical therapy. There are also therapies that include a mind-body component. A new study examined whether two approaches that focus on the mind rather than directly on the body could help improve long-standing back pain.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
One of the most important new understandings of chronic pain and chronic low back pain is that the mind plays a very important part.
Dr. Daniel Churkin from Group Health Research Institute in Seattle and co-authors studied two mind-body therapies. One is already shown to be effective for treating depression and other chronic conditions.
Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is a therapy that tries to address what are the behaviors that we do because of pain, and what are the behaviors that might actually help to alleviate pain versus help to actually create or keep pain going. How do I gradually get back to those activities that I've given up because of pain?
The other, mindfulness-based stress reduction, has not been well studied.
So you're bringing an atmosphere of friendliness and kindness to observing your experience just as it is. One of the things that I think mindfulness empowers people to recognize is that everything's always in a state of change. Breathing in, I'm aware I'm feeling this sensation. It's uncomfortable. Breathing out, I meet myself with compassion, friendliness, openness.
342 patients between 20 and 70 years old with back pain that had lasted for at least 3 months participated in 8 weekly 2-hour sessions of either mindfulness or cognitive therapy. A third group received usual care. Outcomes were assessed at 6 months and 1 year.
Cognitive behavioral therapy and mindfulness-based stress reduction led to an increased likelihood of having clinically meaningful improvement in back pain than those who were only receiving usual care. Benefits in decreased pain and improved function lasted for a full year, which is not common amongst most treatments for chronic pain.
It's something that can add to their toolbox for things that they do in different various times.
I think it empowers people with the skills to make choices and changes that enhance their well-being, reduce their pain, and increase their function.
Catherine Dolf, The JAMA Report.
These mind-body interventions can also be used in addition to traditional therapies.
Dr. Tom Waters made an important announcement during the BOCC meeting regarding an upcoming seminar.
I'd like to speak to you this morning just as the chairman of the Pahrump Prostate Cancer Support Group. We're having a meeting at the Nugget this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. We're encouraging everyone to come out. We have a company, OPKO. You can look them up on the internet and find out what they're all about. And they have a revolutionary blood test that could replace biopsy in determining if you have prostate cancer. The blood test will also tell if the cancer is aggressive or non-aggressive, which a biopsy would not do. Right. Having had a biopsy, they are painful. And the blood test, I'd much rather have a blood test if I can get the same thing. They had several thousand men that had to have the biopsy, and they compared them, gave the blood test, results were almost identical. So it is a revolutionary blood test. I'm encouraging people to come out Saturday at 2 p.m. to the Nugget to find out more about this revolutionary blood test. Thank you.
Now here is what is happening in your entertainment this week.
In your entertainment this week, Prince, who pioneered the Minneapolis sound and took on the music industry in his fight for creative freedom, died today, April 21st, at age 57. Prince Rogers Nelson died at his Paisley Park residence this morning in Chanhassen, Minnesota. A massive outpouring of grief has followed on social media. Some are saying the icon's death is what it sounds like when doves cry, a reference to his monster hit from 1984. His fame reached a fever pitch with the 1984 film Purple Rain, about an aspiring musician. Just this month, Prince made news, but it wasn't for his music. He said he wasn't feeling well when he canceled a concert date. Some days later, he took the stage in Atlanta to perform. After that concert, on April 14th, the singer's plane made an emergency landing related to his health. Prince won 7 Grammy Awards and earned 30 nominations. 5 of his singles topped the charts, and 14 other songs hit the top 10. He won an Oscar for Best Original Song Score for Purple Rain. Freddie Mercury's voice was easy come, easy go, little high, little low, and now a group of researchers have developed into how amazing it was. The study, Freddie Mercury Acoustic Analysis of Speaking Fundamental Frequency, Vibrato, and Subharmonics, was recently published in the journal Logopedics, Phoniatrics, Vocology, and looked at the Queen frontman's vocal abilities. The team of authors used archival recordings to delve into the sound of the man whose voice has been described as a force of nature with the velocity of a hurricane. The study found that Mercury, who died in 1991 from AIDS-related complications, was a master at modulating his voice. The findings included evidence that Mercury was using subharmonics by vibrating his ventricular folds, a technique usually found only in tuban throat singers. AC/DC lead singer Brian Johnson is speaking out about his hearing loss. Fans knew that Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose would replace Johnson on AC/DC's Rock or Bust World Tour, but on Tuesday, Johnson, who has been with the band for 36 years, detailed what led to his decision and what he called the darkest day of his professional life. On March 7th, after a series of examinations by leading physicians in the field of hearing loss, he was advised that if he continues to perform at large venues, he is at risk of total deafness. Johnson, who joined AC/DC in 1980 after the death of original singer Bon Scott, said he was having trouble hearing the guitars and other musicians on stage. Johnson said doctors have advised him that for now he cannot perform in loud stadiums or arenas, but he said he has no plans to leave the music industry permanently. Doctors have said that Johnson can continue to record in studios, and he intends to do just that. He also will continue to focus on his medical treatment to improve his hearing and possibly return to live performances. AC/DC is expected soon to announce the rescheduling of 10 U.S. dates that will include Axl Rose at the microphone. That was your entertainment this week. I am Alicia Cook with News 46.
Thanks, Alicia. Pahrump Valley High School's JROTC is celebrating a big anniversary with other cadets during their annual 5K run.
ROTC will be holding a 5K fun run at the Ian Deutsch Memorial Park on April 23rd from 9 to 12. It will be the usual route we take. It'll go down to Dandelion, take a left, go up to the highway, take a right, down to Calvada, take another right, and then back to the park from there.
Is this a fundraiser?
Yes, this is a fundraiser for JROTC.
Can people get involved in it as well?
Yeah, they can go online with it. This is the 100th anniversary of JROTC, and that's just not Army. That's Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. And what's happening actually at the same time around the world, every JROTC is running. It's 3 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, so we'll be running at the same time everyone else is. What they're trying to do is break a world record. We started it last year as a practice run on the 99th, but this is the 100th anniversary of JROTC. So we'll be out there at Ian Deutsch and go online and, register for it. It is a fundraiser, but if you just want to show up and run with us or help, the door's open. Come on down. Hopefully it won't be as cold and windy as it was last year, but we'll see how it works out.
And that's at 8 a.m. on what date again?
April 23rd.
And then how do people go online? Where do they find it?
If they can go right online and look at JROTC 100th anniversary, and it'll pop right up to it. They register. All they have to do is pick Pahrump Valley, High School in Pahrump Valley, Nevada, and anyone can run in it.
Right after this break, News 46 will return.